Hi everybody. Just a little enchant for you when you come in. What up, Pisces? Flip reciprocal to the Aries. We had did Leo the other day. So we about to get into it. Let's do it. You know, I'm trying to uppity up them skills. You ain't never gonna find that nowhere else. And if you do, they copycats. But hey, do your thing. Do your thing. No shade. So we're gonna just jump right into it. I think I done cleared the aura for you with the lovely flute. This is the flute I have, and I like it. Green and very traditional. Very traditional. And as you know, I don't own rights to the tarot cards, as I've always said. And yes, this is the Pisces. You're in the 11th place. Leo was in the 10th place, and their flip reciprocal was Leo. Flip reciprocal, aka midheaven subconscious. I am the creator of that astrology. Yes, I am. Signed, sealed, delivered, intellectual property. And also, I worded up, you know, where you have to ask permission. And you have to get written and verbal consent from me. Nobody has that. Not anyone, period. Period. So, therefore, nope. No one should be using it without my permission. You need written and verbal consent. So, your flip reciprocal, like I said, is Aries. You might have that in your chart. It came upright. And we all know Pisces is water. I was just talking to a Pisces the other day. But you're in the 11th house. So let's do the Aries read. Well, basically the feel of your emotions, Pisces. The first house is a replica to how people feel about the Aries. So perhaps you're feeling the emotions of an Aries. Perhaps. If not, dealing with one who talks to you a lot. So the Pisces 12th house, you might see 1212 a lot, reads. Subconscious, spiritual realization, limitations, closure, karmic debts, beginning, ending, fresh, refreshing, yin and yang, beginning of the starting point to the end of which it started. So you're probably on that journey of your ancestors, and a lot of you are helping those because you've already been hip the game to that. And if not, unlocking their spiritual awakeness where they can kind of feel themselves through their journey, whoever they are. And with you being in the 11th house, which is Aquarius energy, you might have that in your chart. House of community, gathering, sessions, workshops, building, build, kick knowledge, debates, questioning, society / liberty, friends, causes, social injustice, social justice, and other events, functions that consist of assisting others in person. And in this time, I'm going to add virtual because some of you, want to be a little careful. And then again, this is feeling how the Pisces may be feeling due to, other attributes, not just themselves and what they represent, because they, might as well say, are the starting and ending of all astrology. Attributes thereof. First house, house of self. First impression, self, appearance, neutral. You got mediator here. Attitude, expressive at night. Any planets in this house would greatly influence the person's personality. Comedy for healing. How others perceive you matters to you. So this might be the opposite of these things. It could be the, they would say the directness of it. So take it how it resonates. We are going to jump right into the tarot. Mi diosas, mi diosos, Ayúdame para ti cartas, para ti persona. Por favor, muchas gracias. Yo necesitas ayuda para ti cartas. Need help with the cards. Male and female ancestors to help the person, basically, is what I was saying. Muchas gracias. Rai. Rai. It's Arabic. Ayúdame de him. Help the friend. Okay. So you have right here the Hermit. That's card number 9. Very divine. So intellectual house, Sagittarius. Look at that sun there. Look at that fire. You have 7 of Pentacles. So you can see that. Okay. And you have the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have 4 Chalice. Then at the top of the deck, we have 2 of Swords. So you're trying to, with the Pisces, first of all, that yin and yang energy, you're trying to get in tune with your higher self. You're trying to get in tune with your higher self. Cause you know, they say it takes 2 to make things okay. I don't own the rights to that. They would say all right, but you know, I don't own the rights to that. If that helps you out, cool. You have Spade here, right at the top. So I would say, someone is, you're trying to cut. You're trying. I don't know if you're trying to take a shortcut or you think this route will be easier, but there is no such thing. And perhaps you're telling somebody that. Hermit here with the number 9. You have 9, 7, and 7 again. So 7s could be very, that's numbers you see a lot. See a lot of 7s. And then trying to get the feel and ideal of what is very important at this time. So I do want to say you're on the right track, but perhaps, because the 7 is, it's average, normal, your daily attribute of, and then with the Hermit, it's more like the experience you have. You have this light of intellect. Some of you use sage a lot. Wisdom, solitude. You know, you go and steal away those things. Research. Because a lot of people want to know things, and you're the type, when you hear new things, you like to go and make sure it's affirmative. Especially with that Aries flip reciprocal, because you don't want someone to come off to you as judgmental, and we don't like that, especially with the Pisces having that yin yang energy. If anybody knows what accepting the other side, the other half is you try to get individuals to see all angles. So I would say you're doing a good job with that. It's just others can interrupt you and put you in that replica, because this right here, you know, you're soft-hearted. They would say the crown of Patai. Tenderness, friendship, protection. You like to protect those you love. So even with the 4 chalice here, neck bent, they would say. Left-handed. You could be left-handed, or you're trying to learn about left-handies, or you literally could be left-handed. There's that luck, bad omen energy, annoyance. So you see the stork, that's more like you. You're carrying everyone's emotions after you deal with them, your friends, the loved ones, yada yada, even your enemies, woo-de-woo, and you go into this hermit mode, and they're not overstanding or understanding that that is actually putting you in an algorithm where you take their energy that they did not want to deal with. The message, the one who delivers you, Pisces, especially the flip reciprocal, Aries being the first house, they're so in tune with who they love, and even letting go who they love at times. You know, they really care about how people perceive them, and then at times they don't. It depends. So it depends. So like with you in the hermit mode, and this is the 9th card, your intellectualness with going and stealing away kind of throws them off. And you take their energy, their powers that they refuse to evolve in, and you evolve. And this is why you're so intellectual. If only they learned that from you. I think there's a workshop you should do about that. And then you have the 7 of Pentacles here. I'm hearing per diem. Royalty, diadem. You got exchange and gain right here. So, and it even looks ramish. You look at like the ram, how it is with the little horns and stuff. But obviously it's not a ram, but you can kind of, if you drew a little face down there at the pinnacle, it could be a ram. Yeah, it goes back to you take, you know, I'm hearing, give me all of you in exchange for me. Don't own the rights to those words, but, you know, that's what they're doing, and they don't realize that. And you just take what they do not want to, you know, manifest in with their delivery, their message that they get out of it. You just take it for them. But be careful, because with this Chariot in reverse here, with the Chariot in reverse, I would say this is more like you don't want to miss your ride trying to take everybody else's victory, because that's what the Chariot is, victory, breaking down obstacles, you know, because it's in reverse. And I would say you do that, you do it for others, that's what you are for at times. But this is to the Pisces that understands, overstands, and understands the replica of energy taking and manifesting it in the manifestos. I would definitely, no legal advice, but look that up. Ex post factos, ex post, and then ex post factos. Please look that up, because that is all about you and what you refuse to realize about what you're doing with other people's spiritual gifts. You're not there. You're literally taking. So remember I said exchange, gain. You actually exchange. Those that are doing this for vindictiveness, and they would say wickedness, evilness, you're actually exchanging what you're supposed to get from your Chariot ride and victory, and then taking what they're not willing to exchange with their higher selves, and you're taking it to be who they want to, who they try to be, or either what you realize that they are, and then it's just it backfires on you. So the gain is you gain new abilities, but the downfall is that's their victory and not yours. And when you go and you get judgment, due to the feather heart replica. You know that. So it's going to be heavy on your heart, and you're not really going to achieve what you think you should gain. Because even the ancestors have gave you warnings not to do that. Or there's been people that are connected to you with your same ancestors. Some people you may not even know, and they try to tell you that, and you still, you know, do what you do. But that's, I mean, that's totally up to you. I'm just here to tell you that in reverse, this right here, you have success, honor, ambition, and violence. So with this being not upright, this is what you're going to get if you don't actually help them gain their gifts and spiritual awareness that they were supposed to get for their victory and gain. You're taking someone else's victory and gain. So those that are not, with this in reverse, you need to be careful about helping others and giving them their gifts. I know that's kind of your gift, but you also need to steal away for self to get your victory and gains. Because doing everything for everybody else, you know, emotionally has you everywhere. Because the 4 is a masculine side, which is creative, energetic, and aggressive. And at times when people don't acknowledge that this is what you've done for them, you can get very emotional. So with the 2 right here, this is just that dark side, egotistical, narrow-minded one, like the shame replica. So even then, I would say, especially with the crown of Pathai, tenderness, friendship, and protection, you then have these arguments with them that take from you, don't realize what you bring to the table. And this is where that Aries personality comes in, very impulsive, very, you know, active with what I've done for you type of energy. And some of you don't even act on it, you know, but at the end of the day, you have emotions, and eventually you're going to crack like an egg. So let's kind of understand that, you know, you can't hide the emotional side of you. Okay? So that's it right there. Let's get your moons out. So you got, it's time to take action. With that Hermit in reverse, prosperity lies ahead with that 7 of Pentacles. Fail. And then you have be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. So some of y'all are probably from North Carolina with Cardinal Bird, if not Native American attribute, they would say. When it comes to the Hermit in, you know, being upright, with this, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. During the time in October, the 2nd week, due to Aries, you know, moon and whatnot, you was having problems, you would say, getting to that point at that time. Like your regular Hermit mode where you kind of, you know, just work on self. You know, that what I was trying to tell you, that's your job to do, you know, teaching and whatnot. But at the same time, you need to make sure that you're doing what you need to do for you. So at the bottom of the deck, work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Scorpio season is coming up, but this is in reverse. You know, it's something that you need to do that you're not doing when it comes to this Hermit mode. It's something missing. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon and eclipse, that's in reverse. Some of you saw the orange moon, hunter's moon. So especially during the harvest season, just go ahead and do that workshop and teach individuals what they are supposed to do during this Hermit mode, because you know, and you're the best fit for it. So with the prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus, that 7, you know, exchange and gain. I would just say prosperity does lie, it does lie ahead for you, regardless of if you want to be good or bad, with how I explain that exchange is. And just remember, recuerden, that when it comes to gaining, just make sure it's not in vain. You know, we already talked about that. So rewind it back if you need to hear it again. Be bold and make the first move. This Chariot, it's time for you to worry about your ride. I'm hearing a lot of you need a new car anyway. You want a new car. I mean, worry about your car. Some of you need to clean out your car. It's people that you've had in your car when it comes to helping them in the workshops and all the things that you would like to do in business. And then just personally, like, you feel like it'll just help, period. A lot of you are already mentors. You got the Axe in reverse. Broke up, separation, stop the pattern, karmic relationship in reverse. Wow. And then Pisces, you're very much about closure and karmic debts. Mirror. And you got at the bottom of the deck Phoenix, and the top of the deck is the Chaser. Codependent, relationship, fear, abandonment issue. This is what you actually been delivered from, and you don't need to go back there. So perhaps your workshop should be definitely about dealing with karmic relationships, whether love, friend, family, even enemies. Okay, you know, sometimes we have to deal with them even though we don't want to at times. You know, not all the time, obviously. So with the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transform, growth, change of mind. You know, you can very much excel and rise high like a phoenix. If you, I mean, X-Men, I'm hearing X-Men, where Jean let go. You need to let go of something when it comes to this hermit mode, and that it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. It's something that someone told you. You probably got into an argument during that week. Last week or the week before, I'm hearing. When it comes to the harvesting time and the hunter's moon. So, we're going to close out with your amendments. I do not give legal advice. But I am ABA Mediator. And if this helps you get what you need, that's too much, then that's what we're going to do. Just no legal advice. You have 6th Amendment. It was sideways. Fast, speedy trial. Quick and easy is not it. Okay? You got, okay, well, you got these two. The 2nd Amendment in reverse. And then you have the 22nd Amendment. So again, you see 222 a lot. I mean, you already got the 2 of Swords here. And then that's about relationships. And then 2 times 2 is 4. So again, with that, you know, masculine energy of teaching, you know, you carry and do a lot for people when it comes to the stuff they don't want to do. And these are people that you are very much associated with, very much that you love. Yo, this is crazy. And then that 22 right here, no man is good 3 times. So if you was in a relationship and you understood that, you need to let that be known in your workshop. The 2nd Amendment ratified December 15th. I gave many of the readings where I said somebody had a court date. And this 22nd Amendment was ratified February 27th, 1951. The United States Constitution ensures that no person can be elected no more than 2 4 terms as President of the United States. It was passed in reaction to President Franklin D. Roosevelt 4 terms in office. So I don't know if New Deal, Annie B, Annie, maybe some of y'all, I don't know if that name means something too. Maybe that's your favorite Annie attribute due to the old one, old school, which I like both. That's up to you. So you got this 2nd Amendment here, bearing arms, your right to bear arms. You know, they would say the Most High does not put more on you than you can bear. You don't believe that. You don't feel that, especially living in this paradigm of people and their crazy ways. United States, let me rephrase that. I don't think y'all crazy, but you sure don't think before you do stuff at times. I mean, we all kind of get there at one point. So, we can grow together. The United States Constitution reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. This is a reverse, because you feel like perhaps that's BS, but you still do what you do. And this is like this, sideways, 6th Amendment. This was also ratified December 15th, 1791. I don't know if somebody has a court date. That's a Thursday this year. The 6th Amendment of the United States Constitution guarantees a speedy trial, fair jury, and attorney if the accused person wants one, and the chance to confront the witnesses who are accusing the defendant of a crime, meaning he or she can see who is making accusations. You want to know who is calling you bluff, not just in the legal aspect. I do not give legal advice, but there's other aspects. There's a lot of people don't believe in you. I say go for it. You don't need to be in chains anymore. Believe in you if no one believes in you. That's your message. I would definitely say some of you, probably have been in the system before. So this is why you're on this journey. This whole thing of mirroring. You see a lot of little yous out here and you just want to hug them and all that. Sometimes we can't get too close, but you can help as, from a far distance. That's just how I feel with how people are today. So just be a lot careful. It's not the time to be diplomatic yet, because it's still a baby blanket situation. So that's your reading, Pisces. Flip reciprocal Aries. I am the creator of the Midheaven Conscious sign, and if you would like a reading, all that will be in the description box. I do handle mediation cases in the Civil Matters attribute. I have my own business, and that's how we do. You can request a mediator, in court, and if you find me suitable, that's up to you and the other party. I would like for them to be acknowledged as well. That's what you call being neutral. And everybody have a little interview, things like that. I do not give legal advice. You can look at Galatians 3:20. Galatians 3:20 to help you out with the holiness, they would say, of a mediator. No, I'm not Christian. I grew up Baptist. I could not help that. I have been baptized at Rainbow Missionary Baptist Church. I consider myself the subconscious Dorothy of my time. And I hope this helps you all. And Pisces, you have a good day. Aries, you have a good day. Aquarius, you have a good day, due to all of which we have brought forth today. All right, y'all. Thank you. Oh, and get my book too, The Ram in the Bush versus the Pale White Horse. You can easily look it up. I'm doing some revisements of it on the back, due to the back of the book, and some misuse. You would say some spelling error. Not really spelling error. I didn't include a word or two, but y'all get the point. The book is still great. All right, y'all. You have a good one.